Ever feel like your to-do list is spiraling out of control? Well, the Trello can help you to get organized, stay on track, and boost your productivity. So let's see how we can get started. Today, let's dive into the Trello, one of the best tools out there for managing tasks and staying productive. So whether you are planning a project, organizing your week, or just keep track of events, Trello can make it simple and visual. So what is Trello actually? Well, Trello is a productivity tool based on the Kanban system, which uses boards, lists, and cards to help you visualize and organize some tasks. Think of it as a digital bulletin board for everything you needed to do. Now, to set up the first board, you have the link to our description to start totally for free. And once you have access just by using an email as well as a passcode, you now have an actual free account. Now it's going to be asking you how would you like to get started. Usually we can start with using a board or to start with a template. If you wanted to use a template, this should be really accurate, should be really easily, and it's going to be giving you, let's say, a few tools to get started, not from scratch. So for example, let's go for example board. Hit now to start with a template or create a template. Now into the left section we do have the board section. So if I do try one free template, let's say I can start when some marketing is trying a template. If I go for create, this is going to be important, all of the Kanban from the template. This one has a helpful launching info, this one has a to-do list, in progress, ready for launch, and launch it. And here we have the upgrade for the views, the table view, the calendar view, the timeline, the dashboard, and the map. If I select the board that I'm using, I can check out the board and I can check out one task. So let's click into one of them and check out that all of this information should be imported depending on what is the actual template that you chose. So to get started, I love, of course, to create my board totally from scratch. So let's close this board and let's start with a scratching board totally for free. So let's go for plus board title. Let's type, for example, YouTube business. Now the background should be something easy like this, and I hit now to create instead of going with the template. Now that we have this board, we can start now with some list. So the list, adding list to my boards is going to be helping us to, let's say, like a to-do list or in progress or into done, so we can organize them and start by going from some task. So something easy to do, the most common thing to do here into your first board is to add list, for example, like in progress, add list, done, and lastly I can now add something else, for example like to do. There we go. If you want to drag one list below or after, just drag and drop. There we go. We have our 3 lists for my YouTube business. Now let's get started with my first card. Cards is, let's say, like the bullets of the actual task that you needed to do. For example, to-do list, let's say I'm going to type the word gaming channel. There we go. Here is my task. If you want to edit what's inside this task, let's open this so we can display what happens inside this card. So inside this card is into the to-do list. The notifications are into watched. In the description we can type what exactly is this gaming channel. So create a YouTube channel based on gaming category, based into the gaming category, for example. And key now into save. So here's my description. Now we can make people join, we can add members, we can check out and open labels. For example, if this is for gaming, let's try it out with something like this, and I enable the caller friendly mode, and here are my checklist. Inside the to-do list we can do a small checklist for the gaming channel. For example, let's say I needed to think about the name of the channel, so I hit now into add. I add a new checklist. So for example, here I have the name of the channel, but let's say who's going to be working with me. Let's go for team members and add. Now inside this checklist, I can add more items. For example, name of the channel should be Tech Games, and I add them. Tech Express, something like that. So let's say brainstorm ideas, and I add this, or use Chat GPT. As you finished this mini checklist, just hit now into check, and this mini checklist should be now finished. So that means that if I close this to-do list task has this check mark done. When I have done this process, then I can just drag and drop this into in progress. So that means that I can now click in here and I delete this checklist so I can start a new checklist. For example, let's delete the checklist, and now into the in progress, let's say that I need to create a script for the video. Then that I have finished to script the video, let's say I add the item, let's say create the script on Google Docs, and I add it, and I can add more and more and more as I wanted to. Now something else that you can do in adding is to add the power apps to enhance the productivity. So take it up a notch with the power apps. So these are integrations that can be helping you to add more functionality to your Trello board. So for personal productivity, I recommend the Calendar Power App for scheduling tasks and the Google Drive for attaching important documents. We can look out here for the search section and look out for a calendar. So we have the Calendar Power App that we can add it. So I choose it to add it, and right here is my Power App available. If I click here into Google Drive, you can see that we can create a file, attach the file, or attach a folder. If I have created a Drive document or the script of my video, for example, I can just select it and I can add it, which in this case here it is. So here's my gaming channel, and I can add the links of the stuff. So that means that I can have all the attachments, everything just in one place, the calendar, the automations, and much more. Now something else that I can do are adding automations. For example, when somebody finished the set to due date or to start date, this one should be doing some specific action. For example, removing this whole list, adding a specific label, whatever. So I'm going to close this and check this mark into the done section. So lastly, we can sync the Trello with the mobile. We can host demonstrating the Trello, download the Trello application on your phone and the desktop so you can manage your tasks at any time and anywhere. Basically, for me, it's going to be much more faster to be into a computer to make sure that I am not using my phone and I am not distracting myself. So step aside each time wanting to update your Trello board, add new tasks, move the cards between the lists, add the review what completed. Consistency is key to making Trello work for you guys. So make sure that you have used all of the basic tools here on Trello. There you have it. Trello is a powerful tool for managing your personal productivity. So start small, exploit features, and you'll see a big difference in how organized you feel. If you find this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to Tech Express, and let me know in the comments how you plan to use the Trello. Thank you once again, and see you next time.